The O'Flaherty family in 1845, the first signs of disaster struck the village of Rosmuck in Connemara, County Galway. Martin O'Flaherty, a tenant farmer, had always relied on his small potato crop to feed his family, his wife Kate, and their 3 children, Sian, Breed, and baby Meyer. The potato blight had begun to spread across Ireland, turning healthy crops into rotting mush. By the next year, the O'Flaherty's entire harvest had failed. Dependent on the potato, the family quickly ran out of food. Martin tried foraging for wild plants and seaweed, while Kite stretched their remaining supplies to breaking point. By winter, hunger was constant. The government's meager relief effort came in the form of a soup kitchen set up in Clifton, 20 miles away. One bitter morning in 1847, Martin made the treacherous journey on foot, walking for hours through icy wind. At the soup kitchen, he joined a desperate crowd, all waiting for a small portion of watery broth. When it was finally his turn, Martin drank a little for strength and carried the rest back to his family. Kite and the children were grateful, but knew this would not sustain them for long. Eviction and homelessness. By 1848, their rent payments had fallen behind. Their English landlord's agent arrived with bailiffs, tearing the thatched roof from their stone cottage and forcing the family out. Homeless, they built a makeshift shelter of sod and branches, called a skyline. Living exposed to the elements, the family's health began to deteriorate. Disease swept through Connemara, with typhus and dysentery killing as many as hunger. Baby Mare grew sick and frail, her cries growing weaker by the day. Martin and Kite knew they could not stay in Rosmuck. With no other options, they decided to walk to Galway City, hoping to find work or assistance. The long road to Galway. The journey to Galway was grueling. As they neared Galway, tragedy struck. Myra, already weak from hunger and exposure, succumbed to illness. The family buried her in a shallow grave marked with stones, their grief almost too heavy to bear. "We must keep going," Martin urged. For the others, Galway and emigration, arriving in Galway City, the O'Flahertys joined thousands of others fleeing famine-stricken villages. Kite found work washing clothes, while Martin took laboring jobs on the docks. They saved every penny, determined to emigrate to America. By 1851, they had enough for passage on a coffin ship. The journey across the Atlantic was perilous. The overcrowded, unsanitary conditions claimed many lives, but the O'Flahertys survived, arriving in Boston after weeks at sea. They joined a growing Irish immigrant community, finding hope in a new beginning. Martin worked as a laborer, Kite as a laundress, and Sian and Breed went to school. Opportunities